This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our video series on inner doors of divine realization. What is it that blocks our ability to see and walk through the open doors of brilliant light, freedom, and truth that we yearn for so deeply? It's like we're in this room, this huge room, filled with absolutely glorious flowers of every color, shape, description. The smell is magnificent. And there's this little tiny, withered, kind of half-dead approximation of a flower. It's not even a flower. It's just something that pretending to be, let's say that's what it is. It's a paper flower that's not even very well done. And we go to this paper flower, it's like it's on like a pipe cleaner like this, and it's kind of got some colors. It doesn't really look very real. It doesn't have any smell except for kind of the smell of kind of the industrial stuff they've used to make it. And we go up to this in this room, a huge room filled with glorious orchids and roses and forsythias and who knows what, every kind of flower you can imagine, and flowers you haven't imagined yet. And we go up to this little kind of sick, fake, artificial flower, and we put it right here in front of our face, and we think, this is who I am. Now, it's not that we put the flower there and we said, oh, let me construct this flower. As innocent babies, even in the womb, from the beginning, from pre-time, we've been conditioned generations and generations and generations. It's now called programming by many people. It doesn't matter what we call it. Programming, conditioning. We've learned, we grow up and we see these artificial little petals and this fake stalk and all these things. This is how you stand. Be a good little girl. Make sure you're wearing pink. Be a good little boy. Make sure you're wearing... No, boys don't do that. Oh, no, that's not how we do this. This is how those people do it. Oh, no, we like this sports team. No, this is our politics. Oh, no, we like these foods. We don't like these foods. All of these ideas, identifications, have built us into an idea that this is who I am, and our face is right in this artificial flower that's been constructed in front of us. But as we're adults, we become responsible for where our vision is, for who we think we are, for what we're maintaining. And remember, if I'm holding this as who I am, and I see this is a beautiful flower, and it's not a beautiful flower, it keeps revealing, sometimes the paper kind of turns a weird color, or you notice it doesn't have the smell of a flower, and you've got to keep protecting this image against reality, because reality is saying this is not the beautiful flower that you are here on Planet School to learn to be, that you originally are. This is the way that we are on planet Earth. This is the journey. This is the trip. We start off with this clarity, whether it's in this life or in all lifetimes. I'm not going to tell you about that because it doesn't matter. The energy of the story is all that matters. The truth of this is all that matters. And the truth is that the original innocence gets perverted by those around us who had their innocence perverted generations and generations back. And so we have this perverse idea of who we are. But as we become adults, we're no longer able to blame or put the responsibility for this. Yes, we did not create this. This was created in our fibers of our beings, in our growing perceptions, our self-images, this alienation, this falseness, this inauthenticity that always needs to be protected. That's why we're always fighting and needing to be right and arguing, because the truth doesn't need to argue. The truth is beautiful. The truth is the actual, organic, gorgeous, beautiful flower, tree, leaf that needs no justification. This will never argue with us and tell us what it is. It simply will be, and we either see it or we don't. But this falseness that we've learned to think that we are, because our face is close in this hall of magnificence. We've got our face obsessed with our little universe, and our face is stuck in this little false flower, and we're trying to maintain it and protect it and say, yes, it's real. But we are adults. We have the capacity to actually move a little bit away from ourselves, and this is what mindfulness does. Mindfulness is the practice of watching what's happening within, especially the thoughts and the feelings and what's happening inside of our universes, watching that with an impersonal interest, not an obsessive interest. We don't explain what's happening. We don't justify it. We don't deny it. We don't sublimate it, push it down. We don't project it and say, oh, you made me mad. We say, there is anger here, and we simply watch it. And when this does is it starts to distance us from the falseness that we've always thought was who we really are. It's not who we really are. This is what's blocking. This is the veils that are in front of the open door of divine realization that is within us, is all these false ideas of self. False ideas of self. You are not all of these things that you identify with. You are not your gender. You are not your age. You are not what you like and dislike. You are not your political beliefs. You are not your religious beliefs. None of these things. While some of these things may be factually true or may be relatively true, yes, you have certain beliefs, fine. Yes, you have certain physical attributes. Your skin reflects the light in a certain way or absorbs the light in a different way. All of these things may be physical or relative realities, but who you really are is through that divine, in that inner door of divine realization, where there is nothing and yet everything revealed in glorious magnificence, where you've stepped far enough away from that artificial flower so you don't even see it anymore, and you are simply part of and experiencing and embodied and saturated with the unbelievable magnificence of this hall of gorgeous life, flowers, leaves, trees, roots, everything deep into the earth, because we are incarnated. We are in the body here. So we are in the body with our roots deep in the earth, reaching vertically for the sky, the heavens, and working horizontally. Our arms are free. The only beings on planet school, planet earth, that have this true verticality where we work horizontally. Our arms are free to work in the horizontal plane, meaning we work on the physical level this way, but we're always growing towards heaven, yet never losing the gravitational and essential energetic connection to Mother Earth, Father Sky, connecting these two things and working on the horizontal level of the physical embodied reality. We step and we move as we go inwards through these various techniques that we're learning, through these various experiences and practices, through the simple honesty that we are embodying, through the intention that we are learning, the sincerity that we are increasing. We create greater mindfulness that we just spoke of, greater and greater distance between the falseness, the false self, the constructed, programmed, conditioned self, and the true, actual realization and consciousness of divinity that we are simply expressions of. As these leaves, each of these leaves is an expression and a manifestation of tree, so too are we individual, yet completely connected manifestations and expression of divine. Stay with us, True Diamond Heart. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel where you'll find a vast library on these topics, video series on all sorts of topics, individual videos, each one holographically bringing us into the internal doors and helping us reveal, open, and walk through the unlocked doors of inner divine realization. Subscribe, become involved. This is your mission. Your mission is to survive, help others survive, to reveal your divine light, and to help others to reveal their divine light, that we may indeed live in the heaven which is within and create the new earth that is our destiny. We'll see you for more on Inner Doors of Divine Realization.